Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello.
We are here. It is right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we are getting ready for the old festivities, however you say it.
Hmm.
And yeah, just getting ready to have some fun with fams and whatnot.
Yeah.
We did watch an interesting movie this week.
Which one?
The one called Still. So it's not necessarily a movie,
Oh.
it's a documentary. It's
Yeah.
about Michael J. Fox
Yeah.
and the fact that he can no longer be still.
Yeah.
Of course, he was never really still. Anyway, watch the show. It was very good. A very funny part. He takes his Parkinson's in stride,
Mm-hmm.
and he was walking out front of in public or whatever, and he trips and falls, and told the lady she swept him off his feet.
That was funny.
So
Oh,
one of the things
that's
that
really
he
good.
did say in the show though was that the fact that he cannot be still is making him be still and focus on life and focus on the things that are important. Like that
Mm-hmm.
was the big thing because he was just doing the things and trying to be super famous and work all the time and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
this, you know, illness has made him slow down a bit and focus on the good things
Yeah.
in life. What's something that's done that for you?
Um.
Nothing. Okay. All right then.
No, my first thought when I had thoughts, it just seems really like dark. Our miscarriages.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not dark, it's just real.
Yeah, it just feels like, well, okay, well, we're there now.
We're kind of on a serious subject right now,
But yeah, no, I mean our miscarriages
for sure.
did that. It definitely has a possibility. Sorry. That's the cat is letting me know that she's unhappy. It has a possibility to wreck a relationship.
For sure.
Um, but
Any death of a child can definitely
mm,
wreck a relationship
yeah.
if you let it.
But I think that yeah. I mean, it kind of helped us to. Like for me, we wanted a sibling for our child, for our daughter, and
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted her to have siblings. I wanted her to have like the life that I had with my brothers,
Right.
joking around and playing and getting mad at each other and making up and having little secrets that mom and dad didn't know about and um you know, I think like I wanted that for her and so I think like we've just really. Am I not talking into it? Am I too close?
No, you were. I was this
Why?
because it was pointed at your cheek.
Oh, well,
That's fine.
I can hear my cheek. Dum 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 dum. It's
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah, that would have been
But
super
yeah,
cool.
that's. I
That's
mean, that's the goal that we had, and
definitely not something that I had growing up, and it would have been cool. Something I always wanted
yeah,
because it's something that you don't have, right? So it's kind of one of those things like, oh, that would be nice.
yeah.
I mean, there
So I
are people
think
that would say, well, it wasn't nice, but
right. I mean, it was fantastic for me. I love my
I
brothers.
think it all depends on the family and the upbringing,
Hmm.
on whether it's a fantastical thing or not.
But I think like we just wanted that so badly, but with every miscarriage, it was a reminder that we have Autumn. And
Hmm.
if nothing else happens, she is enough.
Yeah,
And so it helped. every loss was a refocus.
Yes, and
Not
also
that we lost sight of the fact that she was enough, but that it was just like
right.
there was a moment where you can say like, oh, I'm angry. Or you can say, I mean, this is the life that we've been given, and regardless, like she is enough.
Right.
Um,
Well, and it also, for me, helps me learn how to be a bit more compassionate
mhm.
in somebody's suffering, because I struggle with discounting
Mm.
and stuff.
If you
And
can't experience it yourself.
like if I'm not experiencing it, I'm like, yeah, whatever, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing the pain and feeling for you going through the pain, because it was no joke,
Mm-hmm.
like helps me, I think helped me care for you in that, and also for us to grow closer if you felt taken care of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Always.
I tried.
No, he did
So-
a very good job taking care of me.
Which is good because it was more than once.
Yeah.
I mean, not good that it was more than once, but it's good that you felt taken care of.
Yeah. What
But
about you? What's something that
there's a few
did that
things
for you?
like moving out for the first time, kind of in like just stepping out of where I was, like comfortable, not where I grew up, and going to different states by myself and different country. I mean, yes, there was people there that I knew, but it was really nobody that I grew up with. No, not family. It was
Right.
me going. Obviously, kid makes you kind of evaluate things. Even though I was a kid myself and really didn't fully grow up, it causes you to pause, or at least it should.
Well, the different times in her growing up, you had a chance to also grow up and
Yeah.
to learn different ways of dealing with things instead
Yeah.
of falling back on what you had learned
Right,
as a child.
right. And still continuing to learn. I'm like, oh yeah, that would have been nice to know back then, but you know,
I know, hindsight.
can't
Hindsight.
can't live in that aspect. I mean, she's grown, she's doing her thing.
Yeah.
She's, making her way downtown, moving fast, and she's homebound.
Doodle-doodle-doo.
But yeah. So that was kind of it was a sad movie, but it was very like
But also uplifting.
and introspective, like makes you think about what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very good. It
So
was good to see his family life and
yeah.
or just his family and how they just treat him normal.
They do. They treat him normal.
They
give
razz him.
They give him crap about his stuff, and yeah, just I kind of identified a bit with him texting with his daughter when he's like, "Yeah, I think all these things, but this is the way that it comes out," or like, I don't know. It was just like a couple words or whatever. And he's like, yeah, that's what I think.
I don't remember what exactly that was in regard to.
Anyway. But she was like wanting more. And he was like, but these are the words. Anyway.
Yeah. It was a good movie. You should watch it.
Yeah. But speaking of family
Oh, okay.
coming up,
Yeah.
we're coming up on the holiday. I remember a little bit ago we had a bit of a talk of like, no, Thanksgiving's on this week, Thanksgiving's on that week, and
The
we're
fourth
kinda-
Thursday.
right. Well, there's the fourth Thursday or this, that, the other.
The last Thursday.
Come to find out, fun fact,
Oh.
right?
None of those.
That it was the last Thursday in November, and then Roosevelt, way back in the day, we weren't born yet.
I was like, yeah, that seems right. I remember that.
Moved it to the second to last Thursday in 1939. And then, of course, football coaches got upset because their games got moved and stuff.
Sure.
But it gave 7 more days of shopping in the holiday season. But because it caused confusion with calendars that had already been printed and things just didn't go very well, in 1942 they put it back to the last Thursday.
Okay, so I was right. It's the last Thursday of the month.
That's what I said. You said it was the
4th?
3rd.
No, I didn't say
No.
3rd. I thought I said 4th or last. I thought they were the same thing, the 4th and the last. I thought it was the same.
Okay. Anyway,
Anywho.
so
I have a question.
we now know.
Oh. Are we talking about more family with Thanksgiving things?
I thought
I'm sorry, keep
lighten it
going.
up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had a question on how to cook a turkey
No.
or how to prepare a Thanksgiving meal?
No.
Never. You had questions, at least for the first one, for sure.
I think when I helped my mom when I was a teenager, I probably had questions on like what to do. But as an adult, I think like if in doubt, get an oven bag, throw some flour in there, shake it up. If you're gluten free, it can be any kind of flour. Really can. Just shake it up, put your bird inside. It's better with vegetables and stuff. And I always like detach the skin from the meat and shove like herbed butter inside. But anyway, it's not like necessary.
Well, suppose you don't have the
But
cooking
just-
genius of an Alethea.
No, it's not a genius. It's an oven bag. The genius is the bag. You just bake
Anyway,
it in the bag,
so
and then
if-
it just falls apart.
If you don't have that kind of cooking figuring outness,
Okay.
since 1981, Butterball has had a hotline,
Really?
a turkey hotline that you can call in case you've got questions of what's going on. And they field 100,000 questions a year,
You would
whether
think.
it be through the phone, and now you can live chat with them or email them.
I just feel like
If you can't Googs it.
give it a goog, you know? Like, I don't.
So for some people, Googs is overwhelming.
I mean, I get that, but Pinterest?
Okay, Pinterest sometimes is a bit much.
Oh,
It's hard to find things.
when you just search it.
So,
Yeah.
what was something we learned from MythBusters? That it's
Around Thanksgiving?
yeah.
The only thing that I remember from Mythbusters about Thanksgiving is that it's not about what you eat on Thanksgiving, it's the quantity of food that you eat that makes you tired.
Right. It's
The
not
amount of tryptophan
It's
in
not-
turkey is not
Yeah.
enough unless you were to eat like a whole turkey.
Right.
But then it comes to like the amount of food
Right.
you're eating.
It's the calories that make you tired. It's not the tryptophan from the turkey. So
Yeah, they tried like a bunch of different meals and
maybe slow down a bit, and then you won't be so tired. Right.
going rounds.
Here was something that was interesting that I found out.
Okay.
So, Swanson is a big food manufacturer. And way back
They're
when,
the ones that come with the trucks.
that's Swan's.
Oh.
I don't know if that's Swanson's, but Swanson's is like TV dinners and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And how they kind of got into TV dinners is way back when a purchaser got overzealous and overshot the expected amount of turkeys that they were going to need for the season. Mm-hmm. And they had 260 tons of extra turkey.
That's so much turkey.
That's a lot of turkey,
That's
a
so
lot of
much
extra turkey. So a salesman came up with the idea of putting a little bit of turkey and some stuffing and some gravy, and basically made a turkey dinner, a frozen turkey dinner, individual portions. And they for a whopping 98 cents. They got this
In what?
frozen
What'd you say? 19 what?
in 1954. By the end of
98 cents. That was not cheap, though.
no, it wasn't cheap.
That was like a $10 meal.
But by the end of 1954, they had sold 10 million frozen dinners. In 1 year, 10 million frozen dinners. It's kind of like the start of the TV dinner.
That is a lot of women saying, I am tired of making this entire thing, taking 3 days to get it going, and in 30 minutes it's demolished. We're doing
Or
this.
it was just throughout the year, right? Throughout the year that they...
But frozen turkey meals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can have a Thanksgiving meal.
Remember, the American diet's a lot different now than what it was in the 1950s.
Yeah.
So a turkey dinner would have been more
Or maybe like
usual.
like
Turkey and,
turkey, potatoes, gravy, carrots.
right.
Boom, in a frozen tray.
Yeah, but that would
Gotcha.
have also been like a more of a thing because they didn't have all the convenience foods that we have now.
Sorry, that was some sound.
So, yeah,
Interesting.
that is quite interesting. Also, something to find out that people like to drink on the Wednesday before. Did not know that. It's weird.
Why?
I guess they're getting prepared for the weekend. Also, what is the
For Thanksgiving?
Black Friday is not just busy for retailers. Guess who else it's busy for? Plumbers, that's right.
Oh, I was like really thinking about it.
Plumbers.
Okay. Oh.
You can lead your imagination to why they might be so busy. Whereas Rotor Rooter actually refers to it as Brown Friday,
Okay.
not Black
Let's
Friday.
just move on from that. Let's just move on from that.
And the last fun fact is it is not the ladies that gobble gobble, it's only the males that make the gobble gobble sound. That's why the ladies run, because the guys always be gobbling.
My first thought was interesting. Even in Turkey, the guy is just loud and the women's got to be quiet.
What?
Which isn't true.
Not even close.
It's not true
That
in
is
real life.
not this relationship at all.
I was like, "Oh, really?" It's not accurate. It's
You
not.
wanted to be offended for the lady turkey. There's nothing to be
For
offended
no
about.
reason. She's probably like, I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say. Don't worry about me. No. In our relationship, I'm the loudest one.
So what was your non-Thanksgiving related thought that you had that I totally derailed? Is it totally gone now?
No. But I heard it and I wanted to ask you. And then I was like, you know what? I should start asking the questions, like the random ones. I should just write a list.
Random questions?
Yeah. This is what I heard. Also, look at this. I set the little ghost down inside my putty. Like I just set it on it and it sucked it in.
Oh, now he's your putty buddy.
Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
That is cool.
Anywho,
Uh-huh.
hold on.
Yep.
Okay. Do you think that crabs think that fish can fly? Like imagine they're just like on the ground and all of a sudden there's a fish and it's like, oh my goodness. Where'd the fish go?
Oh,
These
hell, the
fish can
flying
fly.
fish. Well, first they'd have to know they're fish. So let's just...
I would think they would know they're fish. They know. Little Nemo or Little Nemo. Nemo. Like, they talk to each other.
You know that's an anthropomorphized. Okay.
I
Anyway.
do. But I would assume, like, animals on land
You're
recognize, like,
assuming
oh,
from
you're
a
something else.
human intellect.
Yeah, but, like, dogs and cats know that they're different.
Yes, they can tell that they're different, but they don't know that they're a cat. They don't know that they're a dog.
Okay, so I wonder if there's, like, oh my gosh, these things fly.
Holy
I
cow,
wish
look at that
I
thing.
could fly.
Maybe. Maybe they could just wish they would walk forwards instead of sideways all the time.
Like, I wish I could just move my legs like this
Yeah,
instead of like this.
right.
Yeah, that's funny.
So let's assume that they
Okay.
have that much intellect. I
Okay.
would think they would say, no, we're wet. Obviously, they're propelling themselves through whatever this goo is. This wet goo that's all around us.
That they're propelling them, so they just are there and then they get yoinked and they're like, well,
Yeah.
I wonder if crabs have like. This is the stupidest question. Because I know it's not real, but in my head, here we go. Crabs have like, they hear about like the crustacean Jesus, you know, he's there to save them, right? There's like this myth, like in Nemo, where it's like shark bait, ooh ha ha, you know. It's like this crustacean Jesus who's gonna come save them all from the ocean, and then but then they see these fish going, and they just whoop, and they're like, oh, I missed the rapture.
You took it to the rapture. I was taking it to, because how do you fish for crabs? You use what?
Your hands,
Nope.
a pot.
Yep. So maybe they have a say no to pot.
Just say no to pot.
Because
See
otherwise
these
they die.
Dare to keep your crabs off pots.
But so what are your random questions?
I don't remember right now. I was just
You
like,
had the one?
yeah, but it
Oh.
wasn't my question. I saw it. But then I think I have a list, but I don't have my phone with me. That's okay.
Well, good.
I for a second thought that was my phone. It was just my old phone case.
Yeah, it is your old phone
I was
case.
like, hold on. Let me get my phone.
That would have been funny if you'd have picked it up.
I'm like, hold on. Hello? Hello? Hold on.
Oh, that's funny.
Boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, boop.
Be like the lady that we saw on the interwebs say that she was trying to change the channel on the TV for a long, long time, and then she realized it was her phone.
Yeah.
But I had the numbers up and it just wasn't going. She had the calculator open.
Yeah. Poor thing. That's funny.
That is funny. Your furry friend down there is just making themselves known for sure.
Do you want to be here?
So is there anything else that you got to you want to talk about?
I did,
Uh-huh.
but I don't remember now.
And now you're distracted by this thing. Could we...
Yo, I'm just going to show everybody what it is.
It's a cat. Everybody knows what a cat looks like.
Just ours, the one that
Is that cat flying?
It is.
Oh my
The
goodness.
carpet is jealous. I want to fly. I can show you the world.
Sorry, you're not a magic carpet.
Sorry, buddy. What's that one movie? Sorry.
Sorry, Charlie.
No. They say like, sorry, buddy.
I don't know. But that's
Oh, maybe Elf.
really...
Man, please. She pulled a piece of paper off of the cart. And she's just dancing on it.
Uh-huh. So lovely.
She's crazy. She is crazy. Ma'am. She really is just...
Definitely your cat. How You know.
Pokey.
Yeah. Pokey she is.
Pokey at your nervies.
Yeah.
I know. My bad. It was something about aliens. It was something about aliens.
Space Force. No?
I can't even remember. It was funny. Well,
Ha ha ha
come
ha.
back later. Maybe I'll remember. It was a question about aliens.
There's a question about aliens. They're out of this world.
Or they're in the world. We don't know.
In their own country?
Area 51.
What?
There was this guy. This is not what I was thinking. This is not this what I was thinking. I watched this guy on TikTok. Watched one time. And he was like, aliens are biblical. And it was this whole theory that God made a bunch of different planets. And I mean, obviously there's planets. That's not what I'm saying. But like he populated them.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave them all a thing, a do not thing. And we were the only one that did. And
That did not?
that did the do not. And so that's why like they are all much more technologically advanced because they're like they all did stuff with building, but like altruistic way. Like it wasn't like the Tower of Babel where they're like, we're gonna reach heaven ourselves, we don't need you. And he was like, well, just start over. And so anyway, so the thought is we see them like flying through because they're essentially coming to visit us like a zoo.
Huh.
That they aren't allowed to interact with us because or they're not allowed to be here because we did the do not, but they are allowed to essentially experience the zoo, like go and I was like, oh.
It sounds like that guy did not say no to the pot.
And I was like, oh no.
That's a theory.
Well, and then maybe some of them are scientists and they're trying to figure out like why our planet, you know, like what's wrong with our planet and with the people. And I'm like, interesting.
That's a theory.
I was like, that is fun to talk about. What do you think? Give me your deep answers.
My deep answers?
What do you think about
My
it?
deep answers from the shallow end?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
You're like, I don't want to yuck somebody's yum, but
I don't care about yucking somebody's yum.
but I don't think that is correct.
I don't see where that would be plausible or feasible.
Or in the Bible.
Right.
Right. But yeah. So I was like, well, that is an interesting thought.
I would be more inclined to say there are spiritual beings that then became like seen, and therefore they're doing weird things in the sky because they're not of this world.
Oh.
And that aspect, and if you look at the descriptions of angelic beings in the Bible, they would look very alien to us.
I mean, that is a good theory.
I mean, I just spitballing here.
Just spitballing.
And, you know, not trying to take something from the Book of Second Imaginations.
Yes. Well. Yeah. Who knows? Here's something. I have a question about this. You know all the pictures on the moon? Where did the rover come from? Like, did they build it on the moon? Because it's not enough room in the spaceship or the rocket ship to carry the rover.
There must have been. They wouldn't have had time to build it. I don't think.
Unless it, like, popped off, like, it was like a tiffin dish where it's like you stack the food and then you just snap it together.
Right.
Is one of those had the
I think that makes more sense.
drivey?
Yeah.
What is it? A lunar
The rover.
rover. I was like looking at a picture and I was like, that would never fit in there. Wait, did they have time to build it before? Like,
That doesn't seem like they would have enough time to build it oxygen wise and such.
I don't know.
Would be my thought.
I have no idea. But I was like, that is like the same size.
Also, here's something to ponder.
Okay.
And I'm not how do they make oxygen in the space station? Where they go up there for like a year or whatever. If the space is devoid of oxygen.
They just Instacart it?
Instacart it. Can
Can you imagine the mileage on that?
Right.
You're like, I'll take that one.
The delivery fee.
Yeah.
This is in Boost, so it's like a surcharge on that.
Yeah. This is a bit out of network. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming they have like some kind of scrubber.
From the carbon dioxide, but you can only scrub it so much before there's no longer oxygen.
Tanks?
Uh-huh. How do they get them up there, and when do they refill them? How much?
Whenever someone goes to visit?
Is that a normal? Like,
I mean, it's
every
a
so
space
often?
station. People go up there, right?
Yeah.
And then come down. And then
I don't know.
maybe in the spaceship tiffin dish, they've got just thingies of tanks of oxygen.
Yeah, we're just silly babbling at this point because we're just supposing. We have no idea.
I really have no idea.
No idea.
I'm assuming they don't just Instacart it. Oh, obvi.
Obvi.
But no, I have no idea. I guess now we need to look it up. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Maybe I'll ask the space gal.
Space gal.
Yeah, she's an astronaut and she has TikTok.
Oh.
So maybe I'll just ask on one of videos and be like, "Hey, quick question for you." Because she explains like the science and stuff behind things.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hopefully she knows.
I mean, she would. I'm assuming. She's
Maybe.
crazy smart.
Maybe she's just making it all up.
That seems unlikely since it's
I'm
your
just-
job. I think, honestly, like, probably a lot of stuff is just made up, theorized, and then you either prove it right or wrong.
Right. Well, that's how science works.
Yeah, science. Woohoo! I liked science until they put math in it. And I was like, well,
Well, they didn't put math in it.
yeah.
It's
sure
just
enough.
like, Alethea's doing too well at this. Let's put math in it.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
You have to do the math to do the calculations.
Yeah, that's
It was always there.
That's where I was like, okay.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just doesn't seem to add up, is it?
I liked science till the mathy parts. And I was like,
Till
well,
the proving part.
it's the mathy proving part.
Right.
That
Well,
I
that's
don't
like
like.
all science.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was chemistry. Like when chemistry hit, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, I got this." And then they're like, "Here's a table. You do your math in it." And I was like, "Hi, what?"
Which is amazing to me because you're so good at baking, and all that is a chemistry, like it's a chemical reaction.
Yeah, but like I
You still have to do math to do it.
don't
You're like-
really follow a lot of recipes.
I know you do what feels nice to you.
I just let my ancestors speak to me. That's enough.
That seems about right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like in Princess Bride,
but
when
you
he's got
do.
his knife. He's like, "This is what my dad did." He's like, "Speak to me, Dad." And then
Yeah.
right into a knot, and he's like, "Oh man!" And then it opens. And it's like, "Hey, it was right." That's me. I'm like with my spoon.
Yeah,
It's like,
even with a
"Oh,
yeah, that's
speak
your
to me,
spoon.
grandmother." Speak to me, grandmother. Get your voice king.
Yeah, because even when you have a recipe, you're like, that doesn't seem right, and you put more in. Or
Usually, I
don't
try
put as
a
much
recipe first, like the way that it's written first, just to
mostly,
see like what they think it should taste like.
not fully. Sometimes.
Okay, most of the time, just
Go
so that
your own way.
you can go your own way.
You do it.
Look, it kind of looks like a rose.
But where's the thorn?
It smells like plastic.
Every rose has its thorn. Something like that.
They have like tiny tins of scented, tiny tins of scented goo. Thinking Putty.
Thinking, buddy.
Oh wait, this is supposed to glow in the dark? I don't see that. It says glow.
Interesting.
Huh?
All right, guys, that's the thoughts that we had, the random babblings that we've had, and Thanksgiving's coming up.
Yeah, it
We're
is.
getting super excited about that. Gonna have some fun at Camp Murray, so
Yeah.
the soldiers that have to be there could also get some Thanksgiving food
Yeah.
and whatnot.
What's this
'cause there's-
our 6th year?
I don't know. It's a while.
Something like that. We do ours at the coffee shop in Camp Murray. That way, if anybody is stuck working
Having to
on
work.
Camp Murray, then
Yep. Because
Then
people
they
have
have
to be
some
there the
food.
whole time.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, that was a yawn.
I know. It's
A
a
sleepy little bear.
silent scream for coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So, so we'll be doing that, and then fun ensues for the weekend because
Family
no
Christmas
working.
and your birthday.
Yeah, you know
Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Sunday's your birthday.
it is. So,
Gonna have a nacho party.
not my party.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So,
Thanks
thanks for listening, guys, and we will see you later.
See you later. Bye.